Hello everybody and welcome to episode 18 of the Pentagon Challenge. It's viewers' choice time today and you have selected Ajax Cape Town as my livecom opponent to begin life in the South African Premier League, and the game you did not want to see was actually quite spectacular. It was Bloemfontein Celtic 0, Vasco da Gama 4, and it's just like last year when we beat Milano United by the same scoreline to get us off to the perfect start. Nearly 1,000 fans in attendance as well. That bodes really well, and it's to Bloemfontein's discredit that they did not show up, but one of the reasons why is probably due to how long they went between their last pre-season game and the season opener, whereas I was pushing my guys to the limit, making sure we were playing every week, sometimes even twice a week, so that kept them fighting fit. And now with another little break between games due to that Super 8 tournament, we now play Ajax Cape Town, who have similarly taken time off their schedule. They were knocked out of that tournament, I think, in the quarterfinals, so that just goes to show how bizarre things are in South Africa. Like you can even see here, after the scheduled games here, we don't play again until the South African Knockout Cup game. Then go down here, there is another big enough break, like between Maritzburg and Chippa. That's very, very daunting, and then there'll be another winter break. So it's just very, very weird how they seem to do it here in South Africa. But let's take a look at the Premiership table as it stands, and as you can see, some teams haven't even played their first game. Yeah, I just love this controlled chaos approach. It's just very, very exciting. But top of the league are SuperSport United with 2 wins in 2, but we are the tied top scorers in just 1 game. But Ajax Cape Town have won 1 game against the Black Leopards, and they've drawn 1 game against Maritzburg, and the likes of Black Leopards there 3 points, Wits 3 points, but we can't really read too much into this whatsoever. It's just, you know, as I said, just complete madness. Some teams have played 3 games and others none at all, but you were very, very vociferous in your voting. I got 10 Twitter votes and then 1 comment vote, so thank you everybody who took part. Maybe we'll do more of that in future, but Ajax Cape Town are local rivals and another club with sort of bigger origins than just being a naturalised South African club. They are, of course, Ajax Amsterdam's, second base, I suppose. Like if we look at the affiliated teams, you know, you can tell obviously Ajax Amsterdam are very interested in the affairs in South Africa. But they have been very topsy-turvy. As far as I'm aware, they've never won the competition yet. They've been runners-up 3 times, but they have a few pieces of silverware to brag about. So they're a club on the rise, as well as a bit of a fall there. You can see the big difference the change of management made. But they really want to go all the way and win the league title sooner rather than later. And that's an ambition I would love to achieve as an individual, but if I can do it with Vasco da Gama, that'll be even more meaningful. So without further ado, let's forward into the match screen. I don't really have anything else to say apart from an injury to 2 of our players. Lubisi was injured in training. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks, and then Shabalala was hurt in training as well, but he's back after a very short injury. Ayanda Ndlovu is going to be working his way back to full fitness, but otherwise I'll be keeping an eye on the Sundowns game on Saturday, so rotation will be necessary against the double champions. But my guys are not fully fit themselves, with a few 90s and 185% match sharpness, but that's the best I could do considering the lack of games. So now let's head into the match and give Ngidi one of our numbers. We'll give him number 30 to keep in sequence, and it's just a great way to start the season, like 4-0 again. It just goes to show. And I haven't shown you the first division table, but that seems to be another example of players leaving the clubs who are financially in difficulty, such as Milano United, who I'd really hoped I'd really hope to see them promoted, but it's not going to happen because they let go of most of their senior players and only replaced them with teenagers. So that's going to be very interesting to see how things change. And then they have a very, very strong team here, of course, and they're fully fit. But are they match sharp? That's what I don't know. So we'll maybe take a sneak peek at that. IXCT tactics. Yeah, they actually are pretty fit. This is going to be a tough match, and the 4-2-3-1 is the ideal tactic for this game. We might go float crosses and be more disciplined just to start things off, and you know, just see what we can do. Like, there's lots of litmus tests that need to be you know, need to be partaken in. We don't want to think we're unbeatable in just one game, but at the same time we need to get used to these big stadium atmospheres, because that is what South African football is all about. They love the big atmosphere, the vuvuzelas, and you know, packing the rafters with passionate chants and everything. So lovely big stadium, not quite full, but you can see IXCT will be a very, very popular team in these parts. But can we hold our own with two of our experienced players injured, and you know, everyone else not quite 100% sharpness? Matiswa passes to Make, the scorer of the first Premier League goal of our season, but Adolf unfortunately loses the ball, and here's Scott to Madabuka Ranite, and that's blocked by Mazabella. So corner kick to Ajax, and it's cleared to Van Gran, who clears himself in the goal in other games there, and the keeper takes a bit of a gamble and he's put it out for a throw. And here's Bakar Balde set piece. Wambi touches it for Van Gran. Oh, so close. Adolf tries another corner, but it didn't quite work. Wambi in the starting 11 again. Adolf onside, tries to beat his man, and it didn't quite work. But a positive start for Vasco da Gama, so I'd like to see passion. And now Make can break. He only has Van Gran in support. He goes for the early cross. Now Bakar Balde has the freedom of Cape Town to shoot, but unfortunately with his weaker right foot he wasn't going to do much to startle the goalkeeper. But I'm really, really happy with what I've seen so far. We might go fluid, but now that's a little error, and the shot wide by Namux Malu, and we're down to 4th place in the league. I don't really mind that. So let's get creative. And nice to see the goalkeeper listening to me. Distributed the ball short. Wambi to Marasan. Unfortunately Make didn't read that pass properly. Namux Malo passes, and off the post for Ajax CT. They're starting to ascend in this game, so let's go counter and be more expressive and maybe go more direct. Yeah, it makes sense because we're the better pass completionists, and let's, you know, demand a little more. Oh, that's wide. I do seem to tinker while the highlights are on, and that can be to my detriment sometimes. But it's a positive first half. We haven't conceded, and we're creating chances with every shot we've had on target. Wambi charged down, and an offside Van Gran interfered with the play. So unfortunately, viewers' choice hasn't gone to plan. It was a boring game in the first half with Bloemfontein as well, but then it exploded into life as they ran out of energy. So I think we'll try and cheer them on, give them a bit of fan motivation. But the likes of Van Gran need to up their game. He provided 2 assists for us in the opening day, but it's not happening from so far. But let's just stay optimistic, I suppose, and maybe bring on substitution if we don't find a goal. So I forget the name of their ground, but we'll probably check it out in a minute. That's gone long to Mazabella. He's cleared it. Jumia, Mibizella, long ball, and Nux Numalu is offside. Radaby, terrible throw in. I don't know what he was doing, but he's been given a second chance. He does give it away again, but Wambi collects. And now Wambi tries to run. Bakar Balde, Van Gran. Oh, unlucky. Right, let's just check where we're playing actually. So 10,000 fans in the Cape Town Stadium. So naturally that makes a lot of sense. But so far an even game. IXCT not hitting their shots on target, but let's concentrate. I don't want to go a goal down. Here's Madabuka cleared by Boxall. I forgive the interruption. These things happen as as common as it seems. Can't really prevent it, and that's a chance scuffed just as we return to concentration. We might go back to standard as Ajax have a goal kick. Mazabella clears it. Wambi controls. Mariasen. Van Gran kind of cruising into the box, and Mackay was offside. That's unlucky, but at least we're getting positive and causing problems. But I'd like to see a goal on the break, and the most trusted allies I have for that role would probably be Nick Chepe. I'll bring him on. He can go advanced, and I might play Nagidi, so I'll put Mariasen on the left, and Nagidi for his debut can go in the centre. He prefers all sorts of things, so we might go and leave him, or I might just leave him the way he is. So substitutions done. Here we go, and we need to get another shot on goal, I think. So maybe a little bit of creativity in our game again. That's just saved by Malambo. Goodness gracious. So let's turn that off maybe. Goal in the other games, Rantley for them has succumbed to injury, and it's their first change. So maybe increase the tempo while their players are tired. Why not? It's just a wild guess, but they are now ascending into this game. So let's break them down while their spirits are still high. Baradaby to Wambi. Nagidi and Wambi again. Nagidi, can he split the defence? Oh, he did and all, but great save by their goalkeeper. Their captain as well, Jacola, headed away. Radaby to Wambi. Adolf, he's very, very far up the pitch. Wambi, short pass to Mackay. Matiswa. Wambi again. Radaby. Good block. And now we might actually tell him to go more direct, as I'm going to make my final change. Oh, we are going more direct. My memory sometimes. Final change. I think Matisse was pretty tired, so we'll swap and play Malachi. I think a little bit of energy there will suit us just fine. Yeah, I know Wambi's not a great ball-winning midfielder, but he has to, earn his wages, I suppose. Just do as I say. And now Ajax make their final changes. I'll see if they're of any concern. Now, actually, better do it. Target opposition. Yeah, striker. Oh, I didn't do my opposition marking for the game. Oh, that's not very smart. I think I have team instructions for that sort of thing anyway, so goodness, the one time I didn't put opposition marking, but I can tell two of them are of imminent concern anyway, so we'll just mark them up and forget about marking them all up and adding distress to our players. Here's Boxall to Mackay. Nagidi. Mackay again. He's been shepherded 2-on-1, but Nick Sepe, return ball! Oh, saved again! What a performance from the Ajax goalkeeper. And that's a corner cleared and back in the keeper's hands from Wambi. But look at this for an away performance. And we have another one coming up really soon. But let's try and hang on to this point. No need to go gung-ho, in my opinion. And we'll make this a little bigger. Blocked very nicely. And Lucas is the furthest defender up the pitch. Here's Mackay. Can we win it? No, not yet. Nuxamalo. Good pass, and now we're exposed on the left flank. Nguye. Oh, that's quality. Well played. I have to tip my hat. That's just beautiful football, and we have been made to pay for a bit of exuberance, but that's a shame. I would have loved a goal to start our away lives in this league, but that's going to be full time. It's a great goal, and that's a warning sign of what we expect to come in future. But viewer's choice. I still think it was a success, but Ajax Cape Town win the derby of Cape Town, and we just have to say well played to the boys. But we got torn apart just in that one phase, and I think the players can hold their heads up high. They did a good job, just couldn't find the winning goal, and Ajax Cape Town now lead the league, and their goalkeeper has yet to concede. But thank you very much for viewing today's episode, everybody, and the next one I would like to play that knockout cup game. There's plenty of prize money if you get far, and it's only a 16 team tournament, so if you lose this round you get 28k, then the quarterfinal 56k, the semi-final loss will be 113, and then the final you can get big money there as well. So I'd like to win this tournament. It's one the bigger teams either care about or don't care about, so I think the signs are there to go for this tournament and try and win the prize money. But until next time, I really hope you enjoyed, and we'll speak again soon. Bye now, everybody.